Sorry this video is late. I've been in a coma ever since I watched Beyonce's Coachella performance. Look at my setup! I have a camera remote. Do you understand how exciting this is? Probably not, because sane people don't get excited about camera remotes. I asked on my Instagram story a couple days ago what kind of video you guys wanted to see this week. I asked if you wanted me to introduce my series or if you wanted to see me read excerpts from the first manuscript I ever wrote when I was 13 years old, and you merciful, merciful gods, let me introduce my series. Now eventually, I will run out of content and I will have to read from that manuscript, but I think you'll enjoy it. I just have to be in a better place emotionally. I don't think you want to see me cry. If you do, like, I get it. It's funny sometimes when people cry. I'll be introducing my series this week, and in order to do this in the least spoileriest way possible, I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory on the two main groups of supernatural beings in my series. There will be a companion to this video on my blog on Wednesday, and it will be character profiles. But only of the people in Civil Blood, the first book. I don't want to give anything away for the second and third book, so I won't be doing character profiles on anyone from the second or third book, just from Civil Blood. Since Civil Blood is sort of in the atmosphere, being read by betas. My series is called the Thistlewolf series. Thistlewolf is the town that everything takes place in. It is a tiny fictional town in Central Florida where these two groups of supernatural beings live. And I'll be talking first about Barton Heights because the first character we are introduced to is from Barton Heights, and then I will talk about the Camejo family. To give a little bit of backstory, centuries ago, the original leader of Barton Heights, whose name was Silas, and the original witch, whose name is Rhiannon, formed an alliance in order to protect their groups and the mortals from Aradia, the queen of demons. It didn't go very well. And now Barton Heights is this tight-knit little community within Thistlewolf that exists to persecute evil, which is mainly witchcraft and other worldly things. Ephraim Matthews is the leader of Barton Heights. We call him Papa because he is the grandfather of River Matthews, who is our main character. He is a 17-year-old boy who is being primed to take Papa's place when Papa's ready to retire. Papa is the head elder, he's the pastor, he's the prophet, he speaks directly to God, and River is the only male in the bloodline, so he is prime and ready to take Ephraim's place. The story opens with River's best friend and cousin Sparrow Jackson waking up changed. And what that means is a spoiler, but essentially the hope in Barton Heights is that you will be chosen and you change. So no one knows who's chosen until they change. When Sparrow changes before River, he starts to worry that maybe he isn't chosen at all because he's better than Sparrow in terms of like following the rules and like being good. So once Sparrow changes, her and River get to go to mainstream school, and the kids in Barton don't go to mainstream until 11th or 12th grade because by that time they are old enough to proselytize and to bring people into the church, to tell people the gospel, and to start dating people and marrying people into Barton Heights. So that's the main reason that these kids go into mainstream school. When they are at the mainstream school, that's when they meet Fina Camejo and her brother Bernardo. Now, the Camejo family are the only descendants of Rhiannon. They move into Rhiannon's manor, which is across the lake from Barton Heights. They don't know what the people in Barton are. They don't know there are any other supernatural beings besides themselves. And they're made up of two parents, Ophelia and Elian, and the four children, which are Fina, Bernardo, Dia, and Carmen. When Fina goes to mainstream school, she experiences bullying because kids from Barton are trained from a very early age to recognize a witch, to recognize evil, and they know from the second that she steps foot on school grounds, they know that she's a witch. And River knows what Fina is, but River doesn't want to admit it because from the second that River and Fina meet, they have an undeniable connection. There's just something about the other person, themselves in these circumstances where they have to be together by themselves. Of course, they live right across the lake from one another. It seems like fate is pushing them together. And the closer they get, bad things start to happen. People start to die, nightmares start to come true, birds start to act weird, And Barton thinks that the Kamehos, and especially Fina, are trying to sabotage River. Just know that they're not doing anything, so they think that Barton is somehow meddling with them and trying to sabotage them. And what none of them realize until it's too late is that Aradia has come back to Thistlewolf to make sure that these two groups never ally against her again. It's the main plot of the entire series, because she knows if they ally again, she probably won't get away this time. And so while the title of this video is introducing my series, I obviously can't say too much about the second or third book. However, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that sounds like something that's interesting to you. If you hate birds and you like fire and you like witches and rain and high school snark and demons and blood magic and cults and cute couples, then you'll probably like this book. So make sure you head over to my blog next Wednesday so that you can see the character profiles for the characters of Civil Blood. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I put out new videos every Saturday. I know it's Sunday. Don't come for me. And in the meantime, I will see you next Saturday. Bye.